glad you could join me today. And today I have one of my little friends here that's having lunch while we're doing this, so I thought I'd share her with you. This is a little baby fox squirrel, and she's just having a little lunch with me. Ooh, what's that? Too much? Huh? There. Isn't she something? She's only a few weeks old, and just as cute as a button. Thought I'd show her to you today. There. Alrighty. Enough of that. This is just one of my many friends. I'm going to set her down, and we'll get started here. Okay, if I can get her off my shirt. There. They have about 9,000 claws, and they can all seem to grab me at once. Alrighty, tell you what. Come on up to the campus. Let me show you what I've got done today. Okay. Very gentle. Just barely caressing the campus. I want to introduce you to a fantastic peekaboo squirrel. But isn't that the cutest little... Watch what's in there. What is it? Peekaboo. He likes to sleep in your hand. In fact, once you feed him, that little rascal will sleep just about anywhere you put him. But look at the size of his foot. It's no wonder they're so agile in trees and stuff. With a foot that big, you can run up and down any old thing. There. Okay. But I like to just watch him sleep like that sometimes. Put these little dark areas in because it makes all kinds of nice things. But by now you should see how we make it. I want to introduce you to a fantastic lady when I'm finishing up this little mountain. This lovely lady's name is Cindy. She's right outside of Orlando, Florida. And she allowed me to come out and film some of her animals. And this is a little sandhill crane. And they think that it was in the egg. Its neck got twisted up. Probably the murder being released. Gorgeous lady like Cindy devote the whole life to just take my care of little creatures like this. She has all kinds of creatures out there. If you saw the owl earlier, that belonged to her. That's a baby that she's getting ready to release. One of the time you see this, he'll be out living on his own someplace, having a good time. I have the greatest admiration for people who devote their whole lives to it. You see, there's Cindy showing me the biggest squirrel I have ever seen in my life. This is called a Sherman fox squirrel, and he's as big as a small kitty cat. And very docile, very quiet little squirrel. And this one is quite a pet. He belongs to my friend Cindy, one of the rehab ladies that lives around Orlando there. And she takes care of him. She's turned him loose several times, and he won't go away. He's sort of like one of my squirrels that I have. I keep turning him loose too, and he comes back. But now this squirrel's big enough, he knocks on the door and comes on in. His name is Little Bit. But isn't he something else? There. Okay. That's about all I'm going to do on these mountains. That's a very simple little mountain to do. I think you'll like it. Prussian blue, phthalo green. I like phthalo green. Put it right in there and put some crimson in with it. Ooh, a lot of nice, rich dark color. Let's make some trees. Grab the old fan brush. And we just fill it full of color. A lot of color, both sides. Okay, let's go up here to the canvas. Big decision time. Well, does now. There's a happy little tree. I'm going to push upward. Make little pushy up trees. Just use a corner of the brush, push upward. That phthalo green in there just gives it a nice little effect. I like that. Pain is such an individual thing. Even from day to day, my mood changes. What turns me on one day may turn me off the next. Tell you what, it's interesting. In the last series we showed a little baby owl. I hope you've seen that. He was about so big. He was just a little ball of fur. In fact, I think I remarked that he had the same hairstylist as I do because he was nothing but a ball of fur. Look at this rascal. He's now a full-grown owl, and he is absolutely beautiful. I sat and talked with him for a little while, and a little nervous getting in the cage here. That son of a gun's got some big toes. Look at the claws there. I am so fascinated with these little creatures, and I hope you are too, because I like to show them to you. Scratching a few little sticks and twigs. Your masterpiece is finished. Hope you've enjoyed this one. From all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting, and God bless you.
Otherwise, there's no point in it. But the people who coined the fully automatic theory of the universe were playing a very funny game. What they wanted to say was this: all you people who believe in religion are old ladies and wishful thinkers. You've got a big daddy up there and you want a comfort and thing, but life is rough. Life is tough. And success goes to the most hard-headed people. That was a very convenient theory when the European-American world was colonizing the natives everywhere else. Said, we are the end product of evolution, and we're tough. See, I'm a big, strong guy because I face facts, and life is just a bunch of junk, and I'm going to impose my will on it and turn it into something else, you see. And I'm real hard. See, that's a way of flattering yourself. And so it has become academically plausible and fashionable that this is the way the world works. In academic circles, no other theory of the world than the fully automatic model is respectable. Because if you're an academic person, you've got to be an intellectually tough person. You've got to be prickly. There are basically two kinds of philosophy. One's called prickles, the other's called goo. And prickly people are precise, rigorous, logical. They like everything chopped up and clear. Goo people like it vague. For example, in physics, prickly people believe that the ultimate constituents of matter are particles. Goo people believe it's waves. And in philosophy, prickly people are logical positivists and goo people are idealists. And they're always arguing with each other. And what they don't realize is that neither one can take his position without the other person. Because you wouldn't know you advocated prickles unless there was somebody else advocating goo. You wouldn't know what a prickle was unless you knew what goo was. Because life is not either prickles or goo, it's gooey prickles and prickly goo. And they go together like back and front, male and female. And that's the answer to philosophy. See, I'm a philosopher, and I'm not going to argue very much, because if you don't argue with me, I don't know what I think. So if we argue, I say thank you, because owing to the courtesy of your taking a different point of view, I understand what I mean, so I can't get rid of you. But however, you see, this whole idea that the universe is just nothing at all but unintelligent force playing around and not even enjoying it is a put-down theory of the world. People who had an advantage to make a game to play by putting it down and making out that because they put the world down, they were a superior kind of people. So that just won't do. We've had it. Because if you seriously go along with this idea of the world, you're what is technically called alienated. You feel hostile to the world. You feel that the world is a trap. It is a mechanism, it's electronic and neurological mechanisms into which you somehow got caught. And you, poor thing, have to put up with being in a body that's falling apart and that gets cancer, that gets the great Siberian itch, and it's just terrible. And these mechanics doctors are trying to help you out, but they really can't succeed in the end. And you're just going to fall apart, and it's a grim business, and it's too bad. So if you think that that's the way things are, you may as well commit suicide right now. Unless you say, well, I daren't, because there really, after all, there might be eternal damnation in the back of the thing if I did that. Or then I identify with my children or something, and I think of them going on and without me and nobody to support them. Of course, if I do go on in this frame of mind and continue to support them, I shall merely teach them to be like I am. And they'll go on dragging it out to support their children, and they won't enjoy it. And they'll be afraid to commit suicide, and so will their children. They all learn the same lesson.